So it's all understandable. What amazes me when I see these news stories and when people talk about things is how very much there's a pattern between, things that I used to think that can be said in any country in the world by any group of people, but they're the same. And they're just saying things that are away from God, basically. That are anti-God, that are anti-truth. And they're the same. They're the same things with the same momentum, the same argument. And it's really amazing. It's amazing to see it because you think, okay, they're in that stage now. They're going to go to this stage next. And that's why we have homosexuals doing the most horrific things to create children. The whole point of being a homosexual should be that you admit that you can't have children. But instead what they're doing, probably you don't want to know, the evil that goes into making a child for a homosexual or lesbian couple is beyond. I think yesterday I was talking about how women think that they're gods because they have this ability to create. Wow, you just can't imagine what these doctors who do these creations, these attempted creations, get up to. There's many stories coming out now where they would use their own sperm, and there's like they've created hundreds and hundreds of children. So all these people that thought that it's too sick to talk about, but these people are really going to need God soon, a big time as they grow up. Let's see if I can take a photo through these forests. I wonder if it'll work. Let's see. Can I focus? Yeah, it's crazy, Bubble. It's just heartbreaking, Absolutely heartbreaking. What I was talking about yesterday. Oh, 13 minutes. Got to start a new one. Or I'll just cut it. So what I was talking about yesterday was, this thing that where I want to avoid this regular pattern that happens where start to think of themselves as God. And Baba, this is not anti-woman. I am not anti-woman. I love women. I love my daughter. I love my wife. I love my mother. I love people I've worked with. We're just talking facts, not emotions, not twisting things, just facts, so that we can overcome some myths and some issues, so that we avoid mistakes, because we all make mistakes, and if we can avoid them, that's a good thing, right? So I don't want this to be somehow twisted by someone, which that's not my point. All of this is for you, my daughter, because I love you, because you're my daughter, because you're a woman. So I am not anti-woman, whatever can be used to, been things. I hope that doesn't happen, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm blessed to have a daughter. What a gift from God. Changed my life, brought me to God. You did. I'm telling you this. You brought me to God. I'm sharing with you the truth so that you can change this cycle that we're in. And I'm showing now that I can see, I guess one of the first people in our family, certainly my father can't fully, he's wanting to. My brother can't. My little brother, I haven't spoken to for a long time, but I would suggest probably can't. My mother certainly can't. So, only way to break the cycle is to share this wisdom that God has given me, which you created by bringing me to God, is to share this with you. Because I want you, my sweet, to have, and I've always said this, haven't I, a good life. Not just this life, not just in the flesh, but the next life, as that poster I made in our place, to our family in heaven. That is what this is about. I want my daughter in heaven. I want my wife in heaven. I want to be in heaven. I want us in heaven. So that's why I've mentioned those things. Because you are being separated from me, so I can't tell you these things face to face. It's been deemed not possible by Mama, probably because of the reasons of when you, just like I did to that lady, Mama just doesn't want to know about Christ. She doesn't want to know. And you know, I was in that fallen state for a long time too, you know. A long time, Baba. At least 20 years, maybe more. And it was you, my sweet, holding you that brought me into the light. That was when I was like, wow, this is a creation, this is from God. It was amazing. I would sit on that red chair, Myrtle Court in the sun, in the early morning sun, sort of 6 o'clock. Mama needed to sleep. And we would sit there and I would just stare at you. And it just brought such joy and deep pulling within me to know the truth. And I've always been somebody that's wanted to know the truth because I was always on a quest. I went to places like Vietnam.